Right, welcome to this politics special. And just starting out looking at the Hillary Clinton. Right, now this is obviously what you would call a witch. Right, this is like a total evil witch. And as you see, right, Hillary Rodham Clinton. So there's the rod, and all the harms to do with the pig and the King James idea and all this, but there's the rod, right? So the rod translates as the Moses staff, where he turned into a snake. So it's like the idea of magic spells, right? And they're transforming as well, into a trance. So obviously this thing's a trance and it's a witch. It does magic spells. And as you see there, it was served as the 67th. Of course, all this stuff, it's numbered out and figured out by them and all that. And 67, we know what that is, like totally Masonic confusion idea, right? But the parallels with this one, right? And then this one here, Henry Pelham Clinton, the second Dyke of Newcastle, right? And again, when they've often done some of that stories about the Hillary, right? There's some of those type of conspiracy stories, and it said the Hillary was like lesbian and all that, right? So it's totally paralleled with this character, It's totally paralleled with this character, right? Instead of the rod, it's the Pell, the Pelham Clinton. So that's the spell, that's the spell. Again, this is a witchcraft ideas, right? And there's the Red Cross, which is basically symbol of the trance, It's totally symbol of the trance. And obviously, any type of meal, back and run like that with bloody stockings on and garters. I mean, it's got to be something funny about them, like, isn't it? Yeah, that's supposed to be like a meal. I mean, it's having a joke, isn't it? It's just something dreadfully funny about that, right? I don't even know if that type of era, obviously they claim this era existed when everyone used to walk run like that. It's like very funny, like, isn't it? It could just be coding in the fact that these are all trances. Because that's sort of very strange, like, if it's supposed to be a man type of idea and to walk and run dressed like that, there's something very funny, like. In the order of the garter, so he's got his stockings on his garter, Again, the Red Cross is the symbol of the trance. Same as Rosicrucian by William the Whore. William the Whore. Very strange, like it. Yeah. The return from shooting, shooting up the trans medicine, Always good stuff. And of course, on the two horses, again, that's the metaphor for being on horseback. Means being a trans user. Henry Pelham, a gentleman of the King's Bedchamber. Again, that's that type of eunuch idea. A gentleman of the King's Bedchamber. And then a little bit of hex about that, It's probably a micro in real life in that, And as you see, this one is to do with the American Revolution. So that sort of links directly to the reason why they had the Hillary Rodham Clinton later on. See, so obviously they're all related and out the same sort of batch of test tube creations and all that. again, as always in this stuff, you're going to see the Kurds. 6, died age 73, and his wife's death at the age of 33. So even the very existence of these characters is up for debates. You know what I mean? It's very strange. It's like as if they've written it in based on current day type of people and their families and all that. There's been a lot of fabrications in what to present to you as history. That's for sure. Totally. You see how you got William Pitt the Younger. He was the youngest last Prime Minister of Great Britain, right? And of course, nowadays you got Brad Pitt, right? So keeping these type of sort of ideas going, right? Of course, Pitt, like the tip, like the needle tip. See? The tip. Come to the tip, again, the transducer. Again, right, talking about the rod, right? Of course, a lot of famous rods, because they're all transducers, right? So the rod again becomes metaphor, like for the magic rod or the magic wand, right? Which becomes the method for transforming. So you see that wands are used in the Enochian magic of John Dee. So this is like the eunuch. And obviously same as like the bed chamber of the king or whatever. Right? And so wands are used in this magic. So there you go. It's telling you this is a trans magic. And that one's to do with Aleister Crowley and that. So you see how magic is basically trans. End off. We've got a lot of people who say that there's all different types of magic. There's white magic and all this. Of course, it's bullshit, because magic is to do with being a trans end on. 100%. And as you see, there's the rod. The wand is a thin, lightweight rod. So the first syringes were actually made of wood. With brass inlays or something, right? So they're talking about the entire history of the syringe. This is the magic wand. And of course that becomes the bronze serpent, out the Bible and all that. The brass serpent as well, all that stuff. The magic wand. And the sex toy. Roddy McDowell, Roddy McDowell was in Planet of the Apes, So obviously one there, Jude, he obviously one of the big propaganda actors, You see here the dowel, even the dowel relates to the trans idea, right? A cylindrical shape, right? And it's called a dowel rod, right? And a dowel pin. And these are structural reinforcements in their woodworking and all this, right? Remember how Jesus was supposed to be a carpenter and all this? And the dowel is used to join two pieces together, right? So again, that becomes a metaphor for the trans idea, right? And joinery, right? Joining the the two transes together, you know, two male and female together. That's why Jesus was a carpenter idea, right? And as you see, appears in the Wycliffe's Bible translation, a list of parts of a wheel. Again, the wheel also become the metaphor, you know, for trans. Right? And again, same ideas, right, in a dovetail joint. You know, I call this a dovetail joint, where you're joining two sort of bits of wood. And again, it's like it's obviously like a carpentry technique again, you know, Jesus the carpenter. And again, you know, it's metaphor for the joining together in trance. Tails and pins, you know. What's your you know, symbol of Jesus with the dove, you know. Because, you know, that's basically pure symbol of trance. Of course, you know, a dove sort of relates to David and all, you know, King David. So they use, you know, the dowager in the widow who holds a title, right, like the aristocratic, monarchical and aristocratic titles, the dowager. You know, the widow of a peer or baronet. You know, so that again, there are transes, you know, these dowagers and that. And Queen Dowager. So, you know what I mean? It's all relating to the same thing, like. You know, market, business stock markets and the Dow Jones, which was developed by Charles Henry Dow. You see, you know, the transes are in charge of your financial markets. So they wonder, you know, like natural peoples are kept in low poverty, you know. These, you know, all your sort of your transes have all the aristocratic and positions, you know. This place Dover in Kent, right? The Dove of Peace. And of course, they always gone on about the immigrants going over to Dover in Kent, right? So, you know, the very mention of this place is proof that that's all hex. Right? There's one called Dove Cameron. You just see by the shoulders and clavicles. That's a trance straight off. Dove Cameron. Who's the man? Who's the man? There's Dove building materials. You get see how good. There's a thing called Wanda. Must be about a witch or something. But you know how they're trying to get our kids into like magic ideas, see, like Harry Potter and all this, and it's basically trance stuff, you know. Any type of stuff like this is all trance. We got one there in the Marvel things, which is popular with kids now. They call it the Scarlet Witch. You know, the Scarlet Witch, which is basically the whore of Babylon, you know, type of thing with the Bible. And like a trans idea, and of course a magic wand. Wanda Jackson. Iconic. And worked with Elvis Presley. Probably looks pretty related to Elvis Presley, like really. It's all transes. So again, before Michael Jackson, there was Wanda Jackson.